Today on Destination Polaris. Prepare to get roosted. Pack your paddles because we're headed to the best sand dune rides all over the country. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are in California, where you can find two of the best places in the entire country to go duning. Everyone knows the mecca for dunes is Glamis, but there's also Pismo Beach. On today's show, we're going to take you to both of those places and a whole lot more.
The sand is incredible. It's the greatest place on earth to ride.
For any sand dune fan, Glamis, California ranks number one. Located in Southern California, a few hours east of Los Angeles and San Diego, Glamis has everything you'd want. The granddaddy of all dune events is Camp Razor.
Well, this is my first year here at Camp Razor. A buddy kept trying to get me here last year, and we just couldn't make it, and he's like, dude, this year we gotta go. They're giving 10 razors. You might get lucky. So I was like, all right, let's go, let's do it.
Held each year over Halloween weekend, Camp Razor brings out all the ghosts and goblins. Bring a costume and a custom razor, and you'll make new friends.
Really brings my family together. We camp together, we sit by the fire together, we ride together, we cook, we camp, and it puts us together. We live in the city, we live in Los Angeles, and it's fast-paced all the time. So you don't get that time to sit and have quality time with your kids.
We've been coming out for 17 years. We started bringing our kids out, and now our grandkids come out with us. So we've got 3 generations of family coming to Glamis and Camp Razor.
If you make it to Camp Razor, one word of advice, stick around till the end.
The whole time we were prepping, I kept telling my wife, you know what? We're gonna win this razor. I came up here every day, we've been walking around, and I kept pointing at that one right there, that 4-seater, and I kept telling her, that one is mine, I'm gonna win it. And next thing you know, I'm up here, opening a cooler, and I win that 4-seater up there, and it's just awesome, awesome, awesome. Best feeling ever.
Glamis might hold the top spot, but it's not the only place to get roosted. Pismo Beach, California offers something most places don't. The beach paradise is located just over 3 hours north of Los Angeles, right on the coast.
What makes Pismo so unique is just having the beach right here.
Pismo Dunes for a side-by-side is way cool.
Pismo may not be as big as Glamis, but that's a good thing.
Which is nice though, because it keeps a lot of the Southern California bros away from here.
You pick lines and get a bunch of friends and you can chase each other around.
There's very few areas that you can come riding at the dunes year-round, and that's one of the great things I love about Pismo. It doesn't get too hot in summer. You can still come and come down here and have a ride right in the middle of the summer heat. We're out here in February right now, and it's right around 72 degrees. It doesn't get too much better than that.
You park at the top and you're looking at this beautiful ocean. Wow.
For guys like Rugged Radio's owner Greg Cottrell, living and working in Pismo is a dream come true.
I can drive from my house, hit the entrance to the dunes, be here in 4 or 5 minutes. I could hit the dunes for a couple hours and I can go home for lunch. It doesn't get any better than that. Jared, I hear you loud and clear. Let's go out and have some fun. Because you can come out here, you can go fast, you can hit the bowls, you can have fun, and it's close to home.
Why go home when you can set up lunch right on the beach?
You get to drive along the water, you park, you know, and you can set up camp, barbecue.
To be able to camp on the beach is just surreal.
No, this is a regular for me now. I come down, you know, about once every couple of months, and it's just fantastic riding. The view is magnificent.
It's kind of a treat just to come down here and chill out and you know, watch the sunset.
While the sun sets over the Pacific, we move up the coast to Oregon and drop in on Dune Fest. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. And by KMC Wheels, precision for chaos. And by Brimstone, camp, ride, and kick back at Brimstone.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. You know, if Glamis throws one of the biggest dune parties of the year, then Dune Fest in Oregon isn't that far behind.
The annual family-friendly party takes place in Winchester Bay, Oregon. Located 5 hours south of Portland along the coast, it's not the easiest place to get to, but well worth the trip. At Dune Fest, they've got it all. Sand drags, demo tracks, and racing.
Yesterday, at one point, we had 6 different activities going on at one time.
And if all those events don't do it for you, then just head to the dunes. The dunes run along the coast, about 5 miles long and a couple miles wide.
It's a lot of short, steep climb.
Fingers of sand that go up into different areas, and you'll get the dunes will be round on one side and chopped off on the other.
Look one direction, you've got the ocean and the beach. You turn around, look the other direction, you got pine trees and lakes. It's just beautiful.
You got the beach, you've got the dunes, and you got the forest, and it's all in one, so it's just some great riding.
You just don't see stuff like this anywhere else. I mean, check out this lake near the back edge.
It's pretty cool. It's like you're not even in the dunes anymore all of a sudden.
From Oregon, we jump one state east to Idaho, where each Labor Day weekend, a UTV invasion takes over.
Morning, guys. Welcome to UTV Invasion.
The UTV invasion takes place in St. Anthony, Idaho. The dunes are located 3 hours straight north of Salt Lake City.
A unique place out in the middle of nowhere. The first time I came here, I thought I was lost. I thought the map gave me the wrong directions because there was nothing but farms all around. I'm like, there's no way there could be sand dunes out here. Sure enough, boom, turned the corner and there they were.
People come for the event, but the dunes are the main attraction.
St. Anthony's pretty unique in the way that the dunes are spaced out. You can get huge runs on the dunes. The dunes are super tall, so you can just really run wide open in a lot of places.
You can ride as hard and as fast or as slow as you want.
The dunes are bigger, taller. The area's not as big as like Glamis, but the dunes, the bowls are kind of bigger and a lot of fun to surf through the big bowls.
The biggest bowl you've ever seen. It takes everything you've got to try to get as high as you can up onto it.
Some of the largest sand dunes in North America.
Now that we've shown you the big dune spots, coming up next, we take you off the beaten path to some well-kept secrets. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by the Polaris Visa Card. Power your passion. Earn Polaris cash on your everyday purchases. And by B&W Trailer Hitches, towing adventure. And by Aluma Trailers, the best aluminum trailers available.
Welcome back to DP. We've covered the best places to ride out west, and now we're gonna make our way across the country, and our first stop is Utah.
The Little Sahara sand dunes are located just 2 hours south of Salt Lake City, Utah. If you're thinking a day trip, then this is the place.
We're at Little Sahara Sand Dunes here in beautiful Utah, my home, and we're gonna go out and run out in some of these beautiful bowls. We got a nice, awesome day to go run.
During the middle of the week, there's no one out here. Got the place all to ourselves. On this day, we were lucky enough to bump into Marshall Moto Art as they tested out their Project X build.
Today was awesome. I don't want to leave.
We didn't want to leave either, but we've got places to go.
Today we're at the beautiful coral pink sand dunes. Never been here before, and seeing the park, the terrain and the mesas and the valleys and just the vastness and the colors of everything is beautiful.
The coral pink sand dunes are located in Kanab, Utah, roughly 5 hours directly south of Salt Lake City.
This place, this coral pink sand dunes, really combines a lot of really amazing ride elements together. It maybe not the biggest section of riding sand that's available in North America, but it's got to be one of the most picturesque, beautiful places to go ride. It's scenic out here. We're at elevation, we're at 5,000 feet. We have sand out here, but we also have trails through here with scrub brush and trees and that sort of thing. And there are legitimate sand dunes out here with sharp drops and everything else. So it kind of has a piece of everything.
What you won't find here is lots of people. Even those who work in the industry don't make it out to this spot.
Absolute blast. You know, I'm not usually a dune guy, but these things make it so easy and so fun. It's an incredible ride for sure.
This place is amazing. I've never ridden dunes before, so getting a crash course from guys who know what they're doing, and I wish I could stay here for a week. Just a ton of fun, and this is the right machine to do it in. You know.
From Coral Pink, we travel to a spot in the Midwest as big as an ocean. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Super ATV, your trusted source for high-quality parts and accessories. And by Polaris Adventures, safe, memorable adventures. And by Kicker and SSB Works. Go wherever your music takes you.
It's crazy, right? Massive Midwest sand dunes. Who knew?
In fact, as we were riding this morning, I thought to myself, gosh, I can't believe they let us ride here.
The Silver Lake Sand Dunes are located a couple of hours north of Grand Rapids, right along the shores of Lake Michigan. For more information, go to riderx.com.
I've been coming here since a little kid and keep coming back because it's good fun. Can't get enough of it.
Mike and his dad Lou know a thing or two about these dunes.
There's just so many places to go, different hills to climb. You can do some of them on an angle, some of them straight up.
And it's no Sunday drive when father and son get together.
We always try to outdo one another, try to pull ahead of the other one. Ever since we bought jet skis when I was a little younger, he was put an octane booster in the gas tank to squeak past me.
Close to the water, there's these little bluffs and trees, and you kind of run around in those things, chasing each other.
Let's head over to Test Hill for a little race to the top.
Test Hill is awesome.
Nothing really beats the rush of going up Test Hill.
And at first I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna make it up? And it did.
Just climbing a mountain of sand, you can't find that in many places.
And then you get to the other side and it's like just drops right off. It's really fun.
From here, you can get a pretty good look at the size of these dunes.
Boy, I would say it's probably 5 miles at least long and probably 3 miles wide. Probably at least 300 to 500 feet.
With size comes safety.
It is directional. Most of it's all directional, so you don't have to worry about somebody coming over the hill the wrong way. About half of it is all directional riding.
It's set up so that you continually go in one direction, so you don't really have to worry about somebody coming the other direction.
You know where to go and where not to go, so no one's running into each other.
We got lucky today. There's nobody here.
The best thing I find, is during the middle of the week, there's not a lot of traffic. You can go out here and play and have a good time.
I guess there must be some times when the space is very tight, but certainly isn't that way today.
So it's definitely worth checking out. I would recommend anyone come here.
It's just perfect.